What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 11 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Today, we are using this really cool team built by AndyLaVGC. If you haven't checked him out already, please do. He's an incredible content creator and friend and makes some really cool teams. So, I would like to talk about the star of the show, which I'm sure some of you have noticed, which is Cramorant. So, I've never used Cramorant, and I don't really know how it works. But I know that it has a choice scarf and it's really fast, and Surf lets you trigger not only the Colossal Weakness policy, but also Storm Drain on Gastrodon. So we do have that going. We do have Feather Dance as a way of providing support. We have Icy Wind for more speed control, and finally Hurricane. And I just know that Gulp Missile can like paralyze or do damage. I don't really know what it does. So kind of excited to see how that works out. Like I said, we do have Colossal, pretty standard Colossal. We do have Gastrodon, also pretty standard. Ice Beam, Earth Power for coverage. Recover and Protect, just to kind of sit there. Citrus Berry, nice little bit. Next up, we do have Miracle Seed Rillaboom. I think this is a really good option in the meta. It really helps deal with Kyogres, because a lot of them have been designed to be bulky enough to survive a Grassy Glide, so by getting that extra power from Miracle Seed, really pays off. And then you also do have high horsepower for things like Zacian. Next up, we do have Rotom Heat with the safety goggles. Just a really great answer into Venucool, being able to resist all the attacks, fire off big max flares, and also just have support with Will-O-Wisp and Protect. So just overall a solid choice. We already talked about Cramorant, and then finally Zacian. Pretty standard. Zacian just kind of sets up, it hits hard, and really provides some nice rounding for the team. So we do have the code on the description. We do have the code visible. We'll have the paste in the description. And with that, let's just get rocking and rolling and move into the first game. All right, battle number 1, and it is Eternatus. It is Eternatus Glastrier with Marowak, a Blastoise, Grimmsnarl, and Rillaboom. So this looks like a really good option for Colossal Cramorant, right? Because of the fact that, because of the Choice Scarf, we should outspeed Eternatus, right? We are 150, so we do hit 225. Yeah, so we're gonna outspeed Eternatus, so that's really nice for us. Zacian obviously in the back. Controller Drift is lovely, and then let's bring Gastrodon as well. Just something else that can benefit from the Surf. Yeah, we do have the advantage that we can really aggressively deny them Trick Room, and I think that can really put us in a good spot. So let's kind of see what they want to bring. Glastrier. I don't expect Glastrier, so I think that's fine. Colossal. We do have access to Earth Power, but I think getting a turn 1 Volcalith could be more important. Blastoise is going to be a little bit tricky. Yeah, Blastoise is probably the biggest threat. Grimmsnarl, not really worried about. We do have to be worried about some of the more bulkier variants of things, but I think having the Volcalith chip is going to be really big in our favor. And like I said, just because of the speed of Cramorant, we will be able to get off that Surf, as we do see. Okay, so it's Blastoise, Rillaboom. So there is a chance that Rillaboom goes for a Fake Out. It could be a Fake Out and a Water type attack. So I'm gonna just click. I'm gonna click this. And Protect. Because what I'm thinking, right, is you go for a Fake Out. If you max Blastoise and Cannonade into me, that'll trigger my weakness policy, and that lets me hit you. As we will see, yeah, it looks like, I would assume this is Blastoise. That just kind of makes the most sense, as we will see. Yeah, so it is going to be Blastoise. That tells me that you're probably going to go for a Cannonade into, what's it called? Into Colossal, which we should hopefully live. It should be a Fake Out. No Fake Out. So that's a little bad. Oh, it is? Okay, yeah, Fake Out priority. Perfect. That's going to make it so Cramorant can't move. We're not locked into something. Cannonade, this should come out into Colossal. So we should live through the... Yeah, okay, perfect. Not as much HP as I would have liked, but you know, all things considered, we will take that. And what we can do now is we can Vocalith and switch out into Gastrodon. We are in the fortunate position of having... it feels really bad to max Rillaboom. I'm going to switch out into Gastrodon and go for a Vocalith into Blastoise. This is really risky. This is actually super risky. What's nice though is if you don't target into Gastrodon, we will prevent the Cannonade, and then we can protect the subsequent turn. But we are putting Gastrodon in a very, very risky position that I think could have been avoided. But at the same, I think we could have also just gone for a Feather Dance. You know, that's a thing. But let's see. We will get the Grassy Glide into Coal, so that's perfect. As Volcalith will come out, this will get really big damage, hopefully onto the Blastoise as over half. Great, love to see that. And it should be a Hailstorm. Hailstorm into Slug is fine. You're probably going to Grassy Glide. We should be okay. So we should be able to take another hit. I say we protect KO Rillaboom. I don't know if I don't know if I live another. If I'll live a Grassy Glide. I say protect. Try to KO Rillaboom. If we KO the Rillaboom, we're in really good shape for what's it called, for Gastrodon in the endgame, being able to deal with just a lot of big threats. So we're gonna try to do that. We're gonna say protect. This is going to be close. Let's go for the flare onto the Rillaboom. Like I said, if we survive, that's huge. Come on. That's bad. That's really bad. That's fine. That should be a Hailstorm. Yeah, Hailstorm will come out. Gastrodon behind protects. Yeah, is gonna eat that, which is great. We can, yeah, Rillaboom at least is losing a really big chunk of HP, as Gastrodon is immune to the rocks. We trigger our Citrus, so that's even better. We bring out Zacian. I really wish we had lived that. Colossal. Yeah, we bring out Zacian. We threaten the Rillaboom. We switch out into Cramorant because I care way more about preserving Gastrodon, because Gastrodon can deal with Eternatus very well. So we can bring out Zacian here. Blastoise shouldn't have good damage into me now that you're no longer max. Once we can KO Rillaboom, we have a good answer into Eternatus being able to surf and do some boosting things. Yeah, Blastoise is back to normal. We go for a swap into Cramorant, and we go for a Behemoth Blade onto the Rillaboom. All I care about is getting rid of this Rillaboom. You could, Scald? Your best bet is to Scald with Blastoise into Zacian. I mean, it's not your best bet. You can't even go for that safely. Because you could think, if I double protect and then get the Storm Drain off, that's not good for you. But I do think that, okay, ooh. We are going to see the Rillaboom swap into Marowak. So, good swap there. Cramorant comes out. This should... I would love for this to do, like, half. It is Zacian. So, like... I was kidding. We'll take that. Yawn comes out into me. I can... go for a Surf. Zacian will take the recoil from... Oh, we have rocks. So what I can do is I can Surf... Yeah, that's perfect. I Surf with Cramorant and swap into Gastrodon. Yeah, we can do that. We do have to obviously play a little bit around the Rillaboom, but... Okay, Wikiberry on the Blastoise. Good to know. It is recovering quite a bit, but Marowak should not survive this turn. We do need to preserve switches though, so we can go for a Surf here and a swap out into Gastrodon. This gets the special attack boost. We do obviously have to be a little bit cognizant of Rillaboom, right? Like Rillaboom is just not going to be a fun thing to deal with, but I think we can still play around it very well. I think, yeah, it'll come down to how well can we play around this Rillaboom. I really wish Colossal had lived. I probably should have targeted it. I should have targeted it over Blastoise. We'll get that nice little special attack boost. Fire off the Surf. So, ooh, we got the Gulp Missile. Into Cramorant. So now if Cramorant is hit, it will fire off a Gulp Missile. Blastoise. Okay, so Blastoise faster. We do get the rocks off. What? Let's see. So this is important. Is it if grass doesn't expire? Okay. That's real bad. Grass expires. You should bring out Rillaboom. Yep, we are going to see Rillaboom. Swap into... Swap... I mean, the swap is so obvious, but I don't have a better choice. So we swap into Zacian. We go for a Protect here, because you shouldn't have good damage into Zacian. I think... so that was the last turn of rocks. Rillaboom goes down to 1 hit. Blastoise is low and not really doing too much. We still do obviously have to be a little bit afraid of what it can do. I think we should be able to beat Eternatus in the end game because of Gastrodon and Zacian, but sorry, we do have to get there first. So it's really just about getting rid of this Rillaboom. We will be able to bring out Zacian. I really wish we had survived that hit. Nice. We do get the little shiny boy. Let's see what happens here. It should be a pretty clear, like, Yawn and Grassy Glide. Perfect. That's fine. Maybe a Yawn. Yawn into Zacian slot. I'm fine to sacrifice Zacian being awake for Gastrodon. Yeah, I'm fine to go for a Behemoth Blade into Rillaboom and bring out Cramorant. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me. Let's Behemoth Blade here and swap into Cramorant. Nope. Come on, Drift. Work with me here. Swap. So, yeah, I think this is the ideal. You could bring out Eternatus. Okay, so you're not switching. If Rillaboom has Protect, that's very bad. Grassy Glide, perfect. Into Cramorant. Cramorant. Oh, Cramorant. Holding on at 1. That's really big. KO this Rillaboom, please. Perfect. Rillaboom goes down. Yawn comes out. Okay, perfect. Zacian is going to fall asleep, but... okay, so you're forced out into Eternatus. We are guaranteed a sleep this turn. What does Feather Dance do? We can just click. Oh, Close combat. What does Feather Dance do? Lowers its attack stat. We can Icy Wind. We can swap into Gastrodon. Yeah, let's do that. Let's swap out into Gastro. And, oh! I did that wrong. I did that really wrong. That's a really big mistake. As a Dynamax cannon is going to KO me. Oh, Slug. Gastrodon, you deserve so much better. Oh. Oh, that was so bad. That was a huge, huge, huge misplay. That's so bad. Okay, it's fine. Oh god, that was so bad. Alright, Cramorant. So we threw. If we had surfed, we would have been able. I mean, Dynamax Cannon still does a lot. We go for a Behemoth Blade and an Icy Wind. We could, what, Raw Hurricane? Let's go for a Blind Hurricane, just because of the fact that it can do more. Oh, Cramorant, you hit it. Come on. Boom, Cramorant. So we need Zacian. Okay, perfect. Behemoth Blade, please pick up the KO. Come on, come on, come on, come on. If we get this KO... Oh! Oh! Cramorant, you saved the day. Oh, you saved my screw up. Scald comes out. This should be into Zacian. Yep. Zacian takes that. No burn. So with that, we should just be able to close combat into the Blastoise to finish things off. And just, you know, go for another Hurricane. So Cramorant coming in so clutch there. Yeah, it outsped. It did what it needed to do. We're going to hit a second Hurricane. Love to see that. Just, you know, guarantee the good stuff. And then close combat for the big knockout. Oh, overall, definitely a little bit of a tricky game. I think there were some really pivotal moments. I think losing Colossal so early on made things hard, but I think we really were able to kind of utilize what what Cramorant did, and then figure out kind of that niche avenue. So overall, a really solid first game. Let's quickly just check out my opponent's team. I am curious. So it is Life Orb Eternatus with Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Protect. So probably going for the Flamethrower there into Zacian. Pretty standard Glastrier. Oh god, Marowak, Flare Blitz, Shadow Bone. Okay, cool. So Blastoise, yeah. So this was a not super defensively bulky Blastoise, but it still managed to put in a ton of work. I don't know why my controller drift is so awful right now. Grimmsnarl, Light Clay, AV Rillaboom, and yeah, if we had been able to get that hit off, I think it would have made a huge difference. But still, overall, really good first battle, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is a Kyogre team. It is Kyogre with Comfey, Togedemaru, Urshifu, Landorus, and Rillaboom. Bum, bum, bum. So I'm trying to think of what makes the most sense. We do have to be worried about Rillaboom, but Gastrodon is really good here. I don't see any speed control. So I actually really like Zacian with Gastrodon. Could lead Cramorant, actually. Let's lead Cramorant, Gastrodon, have Zacian in the back, and then Rotom is only good for Rillaboom. Colossal. Cole, I don't think we can comfortably set up. We don't have U-turn. I'm gonna bring Colossal. Yeah, it's tricky because Kyogre can just one-shot me. I do expect potential. What is it called? I do expect a potential weakness policy Kyogre with Comfey being able to proc it with Giga Drain. I know that that's a thing. It is a little slow, so I'll be interested to see how that works out. This should be a Rillaboom. Okay, so this is Urshifu. Okay, I mean, this is fine. Gastrodon is in a really good spot. We can go for an Earth. We could just honestly Max Quake. Max Quake and Surf feels kind of fine. Oh, we have Hurricane. Yeah, we're gonna Max Quake the Ogre and go for a Hurricane onto the Urshifu. Right? We're gonna see the Urshifu swap. This should be Rillaboom. Survey says, oh, it's Comfey. So no max from them. I think it's fine to commit so early because of the fact that Gastrodon is in just such a pivotal position here. Worst case, what you're gonna Thunder. Yeah, worst case, you Thunder my Cramorant. After we get to +1, we just need at this point to worry about a Rillaboom, but we will be able to have a really free switch. We do get off. Oh, just kidding. I didn't go for a Surf. I went for a Hurricane. As yet, we will see Thunder. Thunder is fine. Cramorant going to unfortunately go down, but we will be able to get off a nice little Max Quake onto your Kyogre to get our special defense up a little bit. And what we can do now, that's good damage for no boost. I'll take that. We can bring out Zacian here to go for a Behemoth Blade as well as another Max Quake just to try and get the special defense up a little bit higher. I know we could also... No, it's not worth it. I was going to say we could try and change the weather, but not worth it. Max Quake once again here, as well as a Behemoth Blade. I'm only going to target Comfey just because of the fact that if Comfey goes for healing onto... If Comfey goes for healing onto Kyogre, right, we're not going to pick up the KO, as we do see Kyogre just go for a Protect, so that's totally fine. It looks like a Giga Drain on Gastro, which, unfortunate, but it's still fine. You're not at full, so even if you have a Focus Sash, we should be able to get the KO off. Right, this should be a, yep, easy KO. Sorry, Comfey, I love you. We know that you have Urshifu. It should be Rillaboom. Rillaboom makes the most sense. And what that means is we go for quite a difference in damage. Rillaboom probably your max option at this point. So what we want to do is protect Gastro, go for a Behemoth Blade into the Rillaboom, and then KO from there. Yep, there's the Rillaboom. We want to protect and Behemoth Blade. So we go for a Max Guard, just because Gastro is too slow, and go for a Behemoth here. I feel like this should... Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Max Guard, so you're not even maxing. That's okay. This should be a KO. If it's a KO, I mean the game is as good as over, right? We will see. Oh, don't like that. Don't like that one bit. But we can. I think it's fine to swap out Gastro. Yeah, we can swap out Gastro into Cole. We bring out Cole here. We go for a Behemoth Blade onto you. We do have to be a little bit cognizant because of the fact that we have a limited amount of PP. You're also not switching out. You do have max. We will see the Grassy Glide come out into Colossal. God. Scarf or Shifu. Good to know. Scarf or Shifu, you are locked into close combat. We will get the KO. We... Locked into close combat. We can't get around Urshifu. This should be a double KO. Oh, that's tricky. What do we do? We swap into... Swap into Gastrodon. And we go for a close combat onto the Urshifu. Oh, why did I bring Colossal? I should have brought something else. I should have brought Rotom. That would have helped. So what? We bring out Gastrodon. Close combat comes out. You will KO. Zacian, that's fine. You should go down to an Earth Power at this point. Water Spout, perfect. Love that. You're gonna boost my special attack. We can so we know you have Thunder, we know you have Water Spout. Probably an Ice move. So what we do is we KO the we double up into Urshifu. And then we hope to live. Okay, so what we do is we Earth Power Urshifu. We just double Earth Power Urshifu. You should max Kyogre. This should be a max Ogre for a max... You should KO that and then Ice and max Hailstorm into me. Yep, okay. So what we need to do is we need to stall out Kyogre's max as much as possible, and then try and fight it using Recover in the endgame. So you should hit, okay, close combat, into Slug. Slug lives. We love to see that. Okay, you proc Citrus. God, this is a close one. Max Lightning. Okay, Lightning into, come on, Cole. Oh, Cole. Love it. Okay, Cole lives. Huge for us. We get the Earth Power off into you. Please get the KO. Okay, well, good thing we doubled up. Pro tip, Colossal is terrible without... What's it called? Without weakness policy. And so now what we want to do is we want to go for a Recover and go for an Earth Power onto Ogre. Just try to get as much damage as we can. As we will see the Hailstorm, yep. We just... 88's close. Because I was gonna say, if we live that turn and we are able to stall out, we could have got it off, but yeah, Colossal unfortunately not going to be able to pull it off here. Also, yeah, I was like 3 HP. Yeah, we'll just run. So unfortunately a little bit tricky in this one. I think Rillaboom made a lot more sense. I was just so worried about their Rillaboom despite having Zacian that I decided to opt against it, and I think that really cost me. Rillaboom obviously would have just been a really solid choice, but I am learning with the team. It's been just a little while. I'm still kind of suffering the results of my sickness, and I know I can't blame that forever, but I'm going to do it for at least this video. But anyway, still good second battle, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle, and it is a Kyogre team. It is Venusaur. It is Venusaur, Whimsicott, Sableye with Landorus, Thundurus, and Kyogre. I feel like I need Cram Cole. Zacian, I think, is important. There's no Rillaboom this time, so I'm gonna bring Gastrodon. Do I want Gastrodon? Gastrodon's a good answer into a lot of this team. Let's do that. The fear is... What is the fear? The fear is... Wimmy with... Wimmy Ogre... Wimmy Ogre's fine. Wimmy with something that lets you outspeed and KO Colossal. Or actually, Wimmy Thunderous is the scariest lead. Sableye... Okay, Sableye Venusaur I'm fine with. That's totally fine. If you want to set up a Sunny Day, go for it. Sunny Day is fine. Quash is obviously a little scary, but not the end of the world. We do this. We max... We Vocalith the Venusaur. Because what happens is if you swap out, right? If you swap out and then try to change the weather, saying, hey, I'm going to make rain, and then have you waste the max flare, I would much rather get the chip going with the Volcalith, because then you can't go for something like a Sunny Day. I mean, not a Sunny Day, a Quash the subsequent turn. So we are going to see the max Venusaur. So this should be a Sunny Day, like I said. Billion-dollar question. Can Cramorant survive a Vine Lash? If we can, that okay. So if we do, that puts us in a great position. That lets us get off the Colossal. Then we can go for big damage. You could. I feel like what there are a lot of things. There are a lot of ways in which this turn could go. They could quash the Cramorant. There is that. There is Ally Switch. Ally Switch is fine. We are faster than the Venusaur, which is wild to me. Which means that we will get the steam engine off, which is... Oh, because there's no sun. Duh. You went for Ally. I was like, why are we so fast? If we KO... Okay, so if we KO the Sableye, that's really good for us. That eliminates the threat of Quash. That also eliminates the chance of Sun, which, I mean, we can set up Sun anyway, and this should be a... What? Okay, Max Quake. Quake into Colossal, a little scary, but not the end of the world. We... Just kidding. I was going to say we survived that. We really don't. So this forces out... This forces out Zacian, and this forces me to switch from Cramorant into something else, as we at least get a little chip onto the Venusaur. Yeah, I do have to swap out Cramorant here into Gastrodon, which I'm not thrilled about. I could leave it in. I could leave it in to say that Venusaur, I mean not Venusaur, to say that Wimmy is fine. Yeah, I need to leave in Cramorant, unfortunately. No. I can't sacrifice Gastrodon. I'm just gonna have to surf and go for a Behemoth Blade onto Venusaur. You probably set up a Tailwind here. Oh, you could also Sunny Day. This should be a Quake from Venusaur into... Oh, okay, so it's Vine Lash. Perfect. So glad we didn't switch out. Cramorant eats that up. I'll take that. Good job, Cramorant. Oh, and we fire the Gulp Missile. Oh, that's huge. We get a defense... Oh, it's a defense drop? That's a big deal. Okay. Thank you, Cramorant. So, if it's a Barraskewda in your over half, it's a defense drop, which is really great for Zacian. Bye-bye. That's great for us. Gastrodon, at this point, should be able to switch in pretty safely, as Wimmy will get hurt. No, Cramorant! And if you hit Cramorant, we will paralyze you. I think it needs to live, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, you bring out Ogre, we can switch out really safely into Gastrodon. Yeah, we switch out into Gastrodon. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if Cramorant has to live. We're going to click surf anyway. and we're going to bring out Gastro. That's so cool how that works. You have to have Ice Beam, or you could be choice locked. That would be cute. Cotton Spore, what does that do? Does that slower your speed or your defense? Lowers my speed. I mean, Gastrodon has a speed of 7. Water Spout, perfect. Storm Drain, boost my special attack, baby. All day. Cramorant, fire it off, fire it off. I don't even know how this game works. It does? That's huge. That did so much damage. What is Cramorant? What is this Pokemon? Okay, so we love to see that. I did not even know it still worked. We bring out Zacian. Kyogre is paralyzed. So we will be faster. You can Cotton Spore. Doesn't really matter. We Behemoth Blade Wimmy and go for a Recover with Gastrodon. Yeah, the idea of Recover is we want to stall out. Your Rain, or not your Rain, your Tailwind, which actually doesn't really matter. That's really unfortunate because you could have gone for a Water Spout. And so I feel like at that point, it's just a wrap because of the fact that we are going to easily KO this Whimsicott, and we'll get another turn of Vocalith Chip off. And I can't believe Cramorant fires off the Gulp Missile even if it gets knocked out. So huge, very huge. Yeah, we get that. We will take some recoil on Zacian. I say go for a Protect and a Earth Power, but I feel like at this point you probably fit. So we go for a Protect and we go for an Earth Power. And this is kind of a lesson in why, even if all you do is set up rocks, Colossal is incredible. So yeah, overall, huge thanks to Andy for the team. It's so much fun. We're going to feature it tomorrow for sure, or next time for sure. I'm curious about their team. Ooh, a Assault Vest Venusaur. Not something you see every day. I think that's actually a really interesting tech to swap out to have that better coverage. And they opted for Energy Ball. So that's actually really interesting too, to say, hey, way less power. So maybe Venusaur doesn't really always need the sun. What is Cotton Spore? Just lowers their speed. So interesting to have 2 forms of speed control as well as taunt. So this is a really interesting winning set in my opinion. Sableye, Will-O-Wisp, Quash, Ally Switch, Sunny Day. So yeah, we did see the Sunny Day potential here. Thundurus, Prankster Thundurus with really just Thunder Wave. So I mean, I would have gone with a slightly more offensive one, but hey, it's not my team. And then the thing that I was really fearing most, Landorus, and we're back to Kyogre with, what is the item? Mystic Water. Yeah, oh, Ice Beam. So we would have been fine. Overall, though, like I said, really solid battles. We will make sure to play some more with this. Make sure to subscribe to Andy. And until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.